In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, পরম করুণাময়, অতিশয় দয়াবান আল্লাহর নামে শুরু করলাম। বিসমিল্লাহির রহমানির রহিম। Dear HSC first year students, today I am going to teach you from your English past paper book. And if you have book, please open at page 30. And my topic is scientific breakthroughs. We are waiting for part 2, and it is in your unit 2, lesson 4. And in today's topic, I will discuss three important matters, that is man mission to Mars, and secondly I will discuss nanomedicine, and thirdly I will discuss journey to the center of the earth. Now in this chapter we would know that human being is desiring to land on the Mars, and it is known to us that in 1969 human being could land on the moon successfully, and since then we the people of the world are desiring that someday we would be able to land on the Mars successfully. Now, let us start our line by line reading. Putting man on Mars has been an idea in science fiction for quite a while. Now, in science fiction, it has been an idea that someday human being would land on the planet Mars. That is, science fiction is quite known to us, and in science fiction, it is mentioned that someday human being would be able to land on the Mars, and it's a planet of the solar system. Now, if somehow we can land on the Mars, it would be an excellent thing, of course. However, when man first worked on the moon, working on Mars suddenly seemed feasible or possible. That is, in 1969, human being could land on the moon, and since then, we the people of the world are desiring that someday we would be able to land on the Mars as well. When man could land on the moon, then it became easy to think that someday human being would land on Mars. Now, a manned mission to Mars would be a huge milestone in space exploration. In explanation of this line, it can be told that landing on the Mars would be a milestone for mankind in space exploration. Now, exploration means to travel for the purpose of discovery. Anyway, if somehow human being can land on the Mars, it would be an excellent thing, and it would be a milestone on the way of space. It would allow a more in-depth study of the red planet, and many have argued that building a permanent base on Mars is much more practical than building one on the moon. Now, in explanation of this line, it can be told that if mankind can build base on the Mars, it would allow them to study on the planet widely, and many argue that building base of the Mars is much more practical than to build on the moon. Now, we can say that if somehow we can land on the Mars, and if we can build a permanent base on the Mars, we would be able to study the planet, and it would be wise to build permanent base on the Mars. We the people are desiring that on the moon we would be able to build our base, but it would be wise to go to the Mars instead of going to the moon. A mission to Mars would be similar to the moon landing, but much more difficult. Here in this line, we have come to know that mission to land on the Mars would be like landing on the moon, but more difficult than to land on the moon. Here, this line is actually telling that landing on the Mars would be exactly like landing on the moon, but it would be much more difficult, and the way or the distance would be 100 times more or 1,000 times more than the distance of landing on the moon. The trip is about 100 times longer, and there are new problems such as the Martian weather which must be considered. In this line, we have come to know that the journey would be 100 times longer than to journey up to the moon, and there are the troubles of the weather as well. That is, if we go to the moon, we will have to cross a distance, but instead of moon, if we want to go to the Mars, we will have to cross more than 100 times the distance from the earth to the moon. Anyway, NASA has currently plans to have a man on Mars sometime in the 2030s, while the ESA plans to do so also around the same time. That is, NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and it wants to send men on the Mars by 2030, and ESA also plans to do the same thing by the same time. Now, Russia has plans to launch a manned Mars mission by 2020. Now, in this concern, it can be told that Russia is smarter than any other countries because it is desiring that it would be able to send human being to the Mars by 2020. Now, at present, we are actually going through 2020, and it is not known to us whether Russia has been successful in this concern, and how far has they been succeeded. It is also not known to us. Anyway, nanomedicine. Nanotechnology has the potential to revolutionize several fields, but its greatest contribution may very well be in medicine. Now, in this concern, it can be told that though nanotechnology has the potentiality to do revolutionary changes in the medical sector, it is going to keep mighty contribution. So, we are actually waiting for the nanotechnology. Now, the application of nanotechnology in medicine are literally endless. We can say that nanotechnology is about to keep endless contribution in the medicine. Molecules could be built to stick to and destroy cancer cells and only cancer cells. Now, in this concern, it can be told that by using nanotechnology, only cancer cells would be destroyed, other cells shall remain unchanged. Now, we know that if somebody is diseased by cancer, then if he is given medicine, then other parts of his body are also disturbed. That is, he has to face a lot of side effects. But if nanotechnology can be implemented, then only the cancer cells would be treated by the process, and that is this is how the other cells of the body would remain unchanged, and the side effect would be minimum. That is why we the human being are waiting that someday nanotechnology would be invented, and it would be playing mighty contribution in the treatment of cancer or some other fatal diseases. Now, advanced drug delivery techniques could be used to deliver drugs to specific parts of the body and eliminate side effects. In this concern, it can be told that this process would enable us to use drug only on the diseased part of the body by avoiding side effects. That is, if nanotechnology can be implemented, we would be able to treat cancer or some other fatal diseases, and in this concern, we would be able to minimize the side effects also, and we would be able to conquer so many fatal diseases. So, nanotechnology is an expectation. It's a great expectation. So, we are actually desiring that someday the scientists would be able to implement nanotechnology successfully, and this is how it would bring revolutionary change in the medical sector. Now, microscopic robots could be used to perform ultra delicate surgeries to repair damaged tissues or to hunt down and destroy certain cells like cancer cells or bacteria. Here we have come to know that someday we will be able to use microscopic robot in the action of ultra delicate surgeries. This will be used in repairing the damaged tissues and to find out the cancer cells or bacteria to destroy. That is, if somehow human being can attain success in nanotechnology, they will be able to invent a very much small robot, and by using the robot, they will be able to perform so much intricate and ultra delicate surgeries, and this is how human being would be very much helped, or human being would be benefited. That is why nanotechnology is going to play mighty contribution in the life of human being, or also it will play mighty contribution in medical sector. Now, nanomedicine is currently in its infancy, but it may prove to be the biggest breakthrough in modern medicine since the first vaccine. That is, nanomedicine is at the initial stage, but it will be proved as the biggest breakthrough in modern medicine if somehow it could be invented. That is, Nanomedicine is about to come, is about to be invented. If somehow it could be invented successfully, it would be able to play mighty contribution in medical sector, and it would be able to cure a lot of diseases. At present, human beings are suffering from different fatal diseases, and some diseases are yet to be conquered. And that is why, if nanotechnology is invented properly, human being would be able to conquer a lot of fatal diseases like cancers, and this is how human being would be highly benefited. Now, let us go to another topic, and the name of the topic is Journey to the Center of the Earth, and it's really an interesting topic. Now, let us know about the topic. In the 19th century, it was generally thought that man would reach the center of the earth long before he reached the moon. That is, human beings started to think to land on the moon, and at the same time, they started to go to the center of the earth, and human beings started to think that they would be able to reach at the center of the earth very easily. And last of all, when they attempted these two things simultaneously, they found that they could land on the moon easily, but they could not go to the center of the earth. Now, at the beginning of the 19th century, human beings started to believe that they would reach at the center of the earth before landing on the moon, but it was not possible for them to to go to the center of the earth. Rather, they could successfully land on the moon. So technology played an interesting game with the human being. So it can be told that nothing can be told about technology. That is, it's an unpredictable thing. This shows just how unpredictable technology can be. Now, this proves that the technology can be very much unpredictable. A journey to the center of the earth is actually much more difficult than it sounds. That is, it's not an easy matter to go to the center of the earth. Whenever we think that we would go to the center of the earth, we think that we will continue to dig and dig, and at one point we will reach at the center of the earth. But practically, the situation is not so much easy. Now, reaching at the center of the earth is really very much difficult. The pressure at the center of the earth is enormous, because quite literally the entire weight of the world is on top of you. That is, the pressure at the center of the earth is immense. The weight of the whole world is supposed to be on top of the person whoever reaches there. Say, if somebody can attain success to reach at the center of the earth, then he would not be able to tolerate the pressure. That is, up till now, nothing has been invented to enable a person to tolerate the pressure if somehow he or she can go at the center of the earth. Now, there is no known substance, not even carbon nanotube, that can maintain its shape at such a great pressure. Now, no substance is there to tolerate such a great pressure. Even carbon nanotube cannot protect its shape. That is, carbon nanotube has been mentioned here, and we can guess that carbon nanotube has the capacity to tolerate immense pressure, but in this concern, even if it is kept at the center of the earth, it does not have any capacity to remain in its original shape if it is kept at the center of the earth. That is, whoever goes at the center of the earth, he or she is supposed to receive immense pressure from the whole world, while the earth's deep interior may offer vast amounts of energy. It may be quite a while before we can tap into it directly. In this concern, it can be told that maybe the interior of the earth would offer us vast amount of energy, but most probably it will take much time to reach us up to that condition. That is, if somehow we can go at the center of the earth, we would be able to utilize immense power from the center of the earth, and it would be very much helpful for the mankind. But human being is not at all in a position to utilize the power that is stored at the center of the earth, and that is why human being is supposed to go more distance. And this is how I would like to tell you that science is going to give a lot of things, but in this concern, scientists are working all the time, and we are actually desiring that we would get a lot of things from science and technology. By utilizing science and technology, we would be able to enrich ourselves. But the research works are going on, and we need to go some more distance to utilize the things of the earth step by step. And this is all for today. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining the class. Assalamu alaikum.